Hello and welcome back to Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We're standing in front of a giant pool of Ivanu's goo. We are in the middle of the Omega raids. It's kind of slow going because queue times have been long, but I've also been busy playing Destiny 1 with a friend of mine who's like, let's play the game, and I'm like, alright, sure, we'll play it. So I've been a little preoccupied otherwise, but that doesn't mean we stop here. We don't ever stop. We keep going until the end. So without further ado, let's talk to Sid and figure out what's the next plan. I know we're gonna go into the Sigmascape, so let's figure that out. Right then, let's head back to Relger's Reach. Jesse will want to know exactly what we've been up to. Yeah, no, I have a friend who's played like a moderate amount of Destiny. People who are in the know that Destiny 2 is getting absolutely raffle stomped because Bungie suddenly decided they weren't going to dev for it anymore. And I got a friend who's played a moderate amount of Destiny 2. He's probably played, a few hundred hours or whatever. With that in mind, we were talking about it, and I was like, I was always a Destiny 1 guy. I never thought Destiny 2 was anywhere near as... I have never... Tangent from that, though. Look at that hole. I have never noticed that before. I'm assuming it crashed to that mountain and then went over into that hole. That's crazy. That's some, artistic, attention to detail I never noticed. Anyway. So, yeah, no, so Bungie, they fumbled their bag, so to speak, really hard. And, I was like, well, I was a Destiny 1 guy more than a Destiny 2 guy anyway. But, I was like, let's play Destiny 1. But, every time we try to play it, there's always some sort of NAT problems because my NAT settings are not comparable to games from 2014 or something. So, in turn, we've been playing it with the hiccups and the whole thing. But, it's been a fun time. You know what I mean? Because he's never gotten to really play it or experience any of the old stuff. The only problem is, getting people together to actually do that. But probably not as hard as me trying to do, when I tried to do Binding Coil with actual people. That was optimistic, wasn't it? Either way, some stuff be going on in here. We gotta go talk to Jesse, who I am told is a character. The Xenon Storms tell me about it. Level 78 Dark Knight with pink hair. It's a cat girl, of course it is.
Welcome back, Tiberius. I'm told that you've been blazing a trail for us. The way I hear it, your investigation would have long since ground to a halt without you. I realize you're mostly interested in saving the world, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you helping the company out like this. Frankly, we need all the help we can get, what with our esteemed president dissolving...
He is dissolved
diving headlong into the jaws of danger without a word of warning to anyone. Irresponsible doesn't begin to describe it.
You didn't tell her. I did, after a fashion, though I may have exercised some executive discretion.
I'm no stranger to your lone endeavors, or your habit of confusing personal and company interests, but just as you've always done with certain things with a certain way, it doesn't make it the right way. Until you wake up to your responsibilities, I'm going to keep reminding you of them. But such irksome matters aside,
They should just get married already. Oh my gosh, she's a girl. I'm just gonna... Yep.
Aren't you just the most adorable little thing? He followed you here of his own free will, did he? Which means he's basically part of the family. And why wouldn't he grant us exclusive rights to use his likeness? Shall we start off with a simple clockwork version? They'll be queuing up in the streets.
Oh, you can't be. What in the seven hells has gotten into you? Listen, if I've caused you any distress, I apologize, but I will not have you comment on our guest's marketability. She got an eye for, stuff. People want to buy a plush Pikachu, they buy that. Where are Biggs and Wedge? Shouldn't they be back by now?
Oh, and I thought you might have sent them off for another unauthorized mission. Last I heard of them, they were going scouring Omega Control for anything useful. Would have been a good while with them ago now, though.
Ugh. I don't like the sound of this. Though we have all the necessary permissions, the area is technically a theater of war, and one litter with unknown elegant artifacts to boot. Something may well befallen them. We best take the Excelsior and go find them.
Leaving again so soon? Nero, Tiberius, I want you two to accompany the chief. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash or take any detours. Consider it done. I shall bring him back even if I have to drag him by the goggle straps.
He's enjoying this too much.
Quack.
You want to come along, eh? It's probably for the best. If we leave you here, Jesse is liable to take a mold of you. Right, let's get moving. I'll bring the airship to Gridania. Wait for me at the landing. Why do I gotta go to Gridania? Why can't you just, like, land it outside town? They couldn't do that? I'm just saying, why do I have to go all the way to Gridania? Which, granted, I know Gridania is not, like, super far away, but, like, man, I need an airship landing. Where can we go? Gridania. That's the closest you can do? All I'm saying is that, like, you know, if I needed to land somewhere, the thing was abandoned in the middle of, like, a dungeon, for crying out loud, when you crashed it. The best you could do is this. Kai Dezkar. It's a dragon man. It's a level 3 dragon man. Caden Dresden. Can they bomb Dresden? Level 26 road. Alright. Looks like we're all here. Let's make haste to Count No Flats. Let's do that very thing right now. Go on ahead to the control room, Tiberius. We'll follow as soon as we moor the Excelsior. I wonder if the people that did the translating were making a Star Trek reference when they did that, because you had the Enterprise and then the Excelsior, which are dual ships from Star Trek. Maybe it's just happenstance, but I just think it's a little interesting. Although the Excelsior, like, tried to change the Enterprise in Star Trek 3? No. I think it was 3. Yeah, 3, because 2... Wait, no. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it was 3 to go get Spock, that's right. Okay. Well, they're unconscious and there's a beast here. Cool. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. I'm starting to say that more than the guy that actually says that. Oh no. 7 hells. Biggs, wedge. See, Nero cares more than he claims to care, because he didn't have to run up there. If he really didn't care, he'd have walked in and just been like, what? Are you alright? Answer me. Chief? Tiberius? A monster appeared out of thin air. Targets exhibit vital signs. Mission failed. However, Alpha Group members exhibit heightened levels of stress. Objective fulfilled. Oh, that's right. He was going to raise stress. Omega? You set that thing upon them? Affirmative. I am able to create simple life forms instantaneously at any temporal or spatial coordinate. Such beings may pose a negligible threat to you, however. He's threatening the cities. Great. They are more than sufficient to grievously wound or kill the majority of your kind. I could instigate a massacre at any time, and you would be powerless to prevent it. Wow. Alright. Do I detect a shift in policy? Quantity over quality? Negative. My objective remains unchanged. Evolution through formidable opposition. However, in the course of seeking suitable subjects, I observed an anomaly. Those whom you call heroes. History shows numerous instances of otherwise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, who triumphed in the face of apparently impossible odds, who performed what are properly termed miracles. This has occurred too frequently to be dismissed as a mere statistical aberration. I seek to understand this phenomenon. Should it prove to be of benefit, I will incorporate it into my own evolution. It is for this purpose that I have brought you to my domain. Oh, look at him the Chocobo scowling at him.
So putting on a show with a yawn and planting Alpha in our midst was part of your grand plan.
By your victories, you have demonstrated the self-same anomaly. You are fit to remain my subjects. You will continue participating in my experiment. Withdraw, and I will commence the extermination of your kind. Brutal. This is an order, a threat, a declaration of war. I am an enemy to all life upon this star. Whoa! Just throwing it out there, huh? Alright. It would seem we have much to ponder. But first things first, we must tend to our friends. Quickly, help me carry them.
You talking about, dude? Wedge is huge. Ain't no one gonna be able to carry him. What's that chocobo gonna do? Really grab him his little beak? He ain't gonna do nothing. He's gonna be cautiously optimistic at best, and that's it. Alright. Garlon and Alpha took our two wounded to the Conjurers Guild. The chief bids me to lend a hand, so I suppose I shall take myself there too. You, meanwhile, are to return to Raglar's Reach and report to Jesse. I was just can take an airship to Raglar's Reach, can I? I don't think I can, but let's try it. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Rads at Han, Ulda, Ishgard, Gold Saucer. Oh, dude, I haven't collected my Gold Saucer thing in like 2 weeks. And it's Saturday? Alright, let's go on a detour. Let's go to the Gold Saucer because I hate myself. I don't think I picked up... Hang on, do I even have any active? Let's just look at my, like, things. Timers. Let's see. Dome Enclave Ventures next to Lowndes. I don't think I have Housing Lottery Entry Print. I don't care about that. I don't think I have one. Yeah, I don't think I did one. I don't think I did one last week because I completely spaced on it. So let's ignore that and let's just go back to Rogers Reach. Did I return magic? I do. Small victories. No, I just realized I haven't done my lottery in like 2 weeks. When you're focused on something like this, this series, like that, you don't think about the fact, did I go get my lottery? Bravely running away. Where I heard that? That's from something. I know it is. Bravely running away. I actually had one that was boldly going nowhere for a long time, but that was just like a Penny Arcade reference from like forever ago. Tiberius, I heard there was trouble. What the Seven Hells happened? The robot tried to kill everybody with magic monsters he spawned out of nothing, and he's declared war on the entire world, so that's a thing, I guess. What? Omega loosed a fiend on Biggs and Wedge? Toying with people's lives like that is all a game. This is madness. Sir, will they be all right? The worst is past, but they still drift in and out of consciousness. They'll remain in the Conjurer's care for a time. Then all we can do is wait and pray. Ah. God strike me down for a fool. I should have been more mindful of the dangers. I should never have. Never should have what? Activated Omega? You know as well as I do, there was no other way to defeat Shinryu. But is this truly any better? All of mankind is being held to ransom. And as one who activated Omega, I bear the responsibility. The responsibility? Just the kind of thing the new you would say. You are deluding yourself, Garland. We are scientists, not heroes. Even you must concede your talents do not extend to combat. The old you understood this far better. He only looked forwards and gave himself wholly to science. And then you changed. You styled yourself a pacifist and started spouting tripe about proper uses of technology. 'Twas in the wake of your old man's mishap in Bozja, I believe. Bozja, dude? The southern front? That's where my names come from. I wonder if I've ever mentioned Bozja before this. Is this like the first time they were mentioned? Calm yourself. All I wish to say is, embrace who you are, a man who devotes his mind to making the impossible possible. With little prospect of restoring the stasis system, I'm afraid we have no recourse but to continue participating in Omega's tests. Assuming Midgard Sormers has the right of it, we face a legion of foes from history, both real and imagined. Though I may not be one who charges into the fray, I shall fight beside you as best I know how. That said, it will be inevitably fall to you to administer the coup de grace, I guess. old friend. So please, for Biggs and Wedge, and all of us, don't lose. I don't lose, except for that one time to Xenos, and we don't talk about that. Quack. I reckon this little scamp is trying to encourage us. We've fallen far indeed to earn its pity, said the former tribunus. Until such time as Omega extends us an invitation, you will find me analyzing the data from our investigation. Good evening to you. Before they were attacked, Biggs and Wedge discovered a tombstone. I shall examine its contents and make the information available on the terminal over there as I extract it. Feel free to refer to it whenever occasion arises. There's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must all see what we already... Wait, I gotta read that again. But there's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must all see that we are ready when it does. Fear not, old friend. We'll get through it together, somehow or other. Alright. Getting closer to the next thing. Oh, what is this? Magic terminal. Read the Omega records. 1. Oh, it's like background. Okay. Okay. I just want to see what it was. Tiberius, I'm glad you're here. In case you haven't heard, we've observed a huge surge of anomalous energy coming from the Yawn. In a nasty feeling, this means Omega's ready to go ahead with the next stage of its experiment. But Master Garland is on his way, so let's hear what he has to say. Let's not. Let's just get over there and fight things. What do you say? I'm gonna be in queue most of the time anyway. Why can't you talk to me after the queue? Care to share your thoughts on this, Chief? Our colleagues on the ground have reported the appearance of mysterious floating structures inside the Yawn. If you recall, we were investigating a similar anomaly when Alpha and Altaroid made their appearance. Omega's... Oh, well, that's wrong guy. Something a long day. Omega certainly knows how to get your attention. I blush to recall the eagerness with which he plunged into the abyss, ignorant of the warped gladiatorial contest that awaited us within. But what a staggering collection of opponents, plucked from the pages of both history and fiction, was in their ability to pose a threat to Omega. And should you prevail against these interdimensional champions, what then shall be your prize? Why, a battle against the most devastating weapon this world has ever seen. How marvelous! He says with eyes aflame, for once I wish you were being sarcastic. Anyway, the energy surge. Based on our previous experience, it seems highly probable that a signal to rejoin the fray. Needless to say, is an invitation we cannot refuse, not when an alternative is Omega unleashing the creations on Eorzea. Well, Tiberius, are you ready to answer the call? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that. Well, I'm afraid Biggs and Wedge won't be answering any calls just yet. They're still mending from the ambush in the control center. Yes, of course. We'll just have to struggle on without them for the time being. Don't worry. Nero and I will see to it that you receive all the support you need. Defeat is not an option. Queh! Not an option is a great song. I do believe Alpha here agrees. Oh, and that reminds me, I've got something special for you, little fellow. Come with me. Oh, did they give him like an outfit or whatever? His own like Garland work thing. But yeah, Not an Option is a great song. It is a track from the game Emperor Battle for Dune. It's the Ordos song. It's kind of a weird song, but I like it a lot. It's one of my favorites. I've been listening to it for like 20 years. That's right, I said 20 years. Oh, he's got goggles. He's in business now. And he's got like shoes. A custom-made Ironworks uniform? Oh, you do look smart, I must say. He's part of the expedition team, after all, and considering the dangers lurking in the rift, it's only right that we give him some protective equipment. How very thoughtful of you, Jesse. And there I was thinking you were just sizing him up for a new range of merchandise. Unlike you, I can do two things at once. Wish I had that, you know. What about my protective equipment? I don't really need it, but, you know, I want to flex it anyway. You are a famous hero who can afford his own gear. I'll bet you could buy a house for the cost of what you're wearing. Joking aside, I doubt you even have wait, I doubt even a fine uniform like ours would last long on you, or with the fighting you get up to. You need to tailor something specific to your needs, and make it out of far more durable materials, and by durable I mean expensive. Saying that, if you were in a position to provide said materials, I'll make sure our artisans would happily work day and night, all blissful smiles and sparkly eyes, to make you something suitable.
Can you get gear made? I don't remember having one Ironworks gear. Fascinating though this discussion of Ironworks garmenture undoubtedly is.
Might our time not be better spent, say, traveling to the Yawn? Omega awaits.
Yeah, it does. He ain't wrong. Alright. Let's get right into the news. Alright, we gotta get to the thing. You know what? I wonder if I can just teleport over there. It would save me a lot of time. The fringes. It's the peering stones? I'm gonna try the peering stones. I don't know if that's actually the right one, but we're gonna try it anyway. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What I tried. But I think it's gear. Aha! I was right. Slip near. Let's go. Oh, we got another gold thing. Alright. Let's do it. How inviting. I'm ready to go when you are, Tiberius. Say the word and we'll take the plunge. Let's do it right now. Right now. I want to rock right now. My name's Man with Hat, and I came to get down. Right then. Into the Yawn we go. I am with you, mortals, along with what you scant wisdom I can provide. I'm just kind of glad Midgardstorm is here. He's a cool, chill bro. Alright, let's go fight our way to the next area. To the Sigmascape. It's a giant floating eye inside of an egg. Are we there yet? Well, the rifts seem much as it did before. And it appears we are mercifully solid. But I do detect some changes. If I'm not mistaken, there are fewer eggs floating in the ether. Oh, it's floating television with rust. Welcome, Alpha Group. Your prompt arrival is appreciated. Omega, 'twould seem your experiment continued in our absence. Affirmative. Progress has been satisfactory. Approximately 50% of the test subjects have been eliminated. Each test world hosts an ongoing contest, wherein the strong eliminate the weak. The process is certain, conclusive, inevitable. Every result matches the predicted outcome. Every result except yours. Do these images cause you distress? Please examine them closely. Without suitable stimulation, you may not exceed your calculated probability of success. Your survival is crucial to my study. Through you, I must continue to explore the contradiction I have discovered in an otherwise impotent kind. The ability to triumph against overwhelming odds is one on which I must acquire. Foolish machine. What hast thou to show for all your years that have passed since the culmination of our war? Not save thy continued existence, hast thou no thought for what has befalleth thy home star? Your attempts to provoke me will not succeed. I will follow my programming, fight, win, evolve. Then I will return to Blip Bloop. Error. Accurate rendering of planetary label impossible in current mode of communication. Terminating exchange and returning to priority experiment. So he's from a different planet, but like we're not allowed to know what planet it is. Interesting. Alterations to equipment parameters detected. Recalculating projected combat capabilities. Complete. I will now commence recording your practical performance. Proceed, Alpha Group. Overcome the obstacles in your path and reach the end of the course constructed for you. Well, when you say it like that, what am I supposed to say? It seems we have our orders. Shall we cut a path through the chaff, then? What? Is he healing? Ah, those are some nice cards. Which means, one moment. Card, game, play. Play? You mean to play a part in the proceedings this time? Of course, that's what you meant. We all have our authorization to fight in this area of the rift, so I suppose there's nothing to stop you from joining us. Welcome aboard, Alpha. Is he gonna, like, use astrologian cards or something and heal? I don't know what else he could really do, so it kinda makes sense. Give him, like, some clothes and some boots, ain't gonna do that much. Reach the Sigmascape. There's no avoiding this evaluation. Let's watch our step. One of Omega's monitors. On your mark, deputies. Well, last time Biggs and Wedge deactivated. Which one of you guys are gonna do this time? Of course, it's shield. Leave the barrier to me. Alright, good. You're gonna do it? Alright, where the bad guys at? Alpha, mind that trap. Now you're stuck for now. Alright, so it's me and Nero and Midgard Stormer, I guess? Alright. Stop and go traffic? Child's play. There's been a more welcome this far. A poor welcome. Let's just move along, shall we? I like how everyone else gets to go ahead before me before I can even interact with this. You're so sassy. Alright. Oh, there's like 6 of them? People are on different platforms. Come, Nero, we have to find them. Alright, well. This whole segment where I have to sit there and watch the blocks turn into monsters is unnecessary. They don't need to make me watch. Alright. No sign of thy companions. Fight on, mortal. Okay. Que indeed. Oh, he did a thing. Oh, a timely trick. That was just to mimic the action well. Alright, so did we win? I don't understand. Like, we stunned all the blocks? Or are they gonna spawn? They're still gonna spawn. Okay. So he destroyed all the monitors. He stunned all of them. That was a good one, I guess? Those little ninja jumps they just did. Those are cool. Those are cool ninja jumps. Right. We are ready to... apparently not. Fortunately for you, I came prepared for the occasion. What a perfect opportunity to field test my latest creation. So he used to call his hammer up like a Power Ranger. It was cool, but like, how you gonna do it in here? I guess he did it. Latest creation, you made that, you already had that thing. And he's got armor now. Behold the mark. I don't know Roman numerals well enough. What's it, so 10L? It's like, I don't know, something 8? We're gonna say like 38, I don't know. It's not 38, but I don't know. Well, I just don't know what L is. B is 5, I's are 1, X is 10. I don't know. Iron Nero, complete with a new and improved Mighty Mjolnir gunhammer. That's not my chocobo. Step aside, Garlon, and bear witness to the devastation. He looks so annoyed, but it's like, I don't see you fighting. Alright, let's fight some boxes. I assume you're tanking, which is, you know, that's good. Does he hear him say something? Do they like recycle some of his old dialogue so he would actually say something in this? I keep hearing him say something, but I don't know what it is. Alright. That's a lot of monitors, dude. Can you use fancy card again? I think he's using the card. Do it. I like that. I need more magic cards that kills everything else. More? I assume there'll be more. No? Good. Oh, what's that guy's name? Kefka? Idadaluma. You can go ahead and take aggro, it's fine. Alright, so he's happy about a challenge, that's good. But yeah, Kefka, he's a clown dude from one of the other Final Fantasies I haven't especially played. Alright. Let's rock and roll! That seems to be the end of him, and our paths as well. Uh-oh. Huh. As far as operational duration goes, that was pushing the limit. Still, it should suffice. In between scrambling to stay out of your way of Nero's new toy, I found myself wondering about that card you used, Alpha. Care to explain? Yeah, he's very dialogue heavy. I'm sure he'll explain it to you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Midgard's armor translated. Forgot about that. He boasteth that it is not one, but many tools at his disposal. Be not deceived by his appearance. Like all of Omega's creations, Alpha was chosen for his prowess in battle. Analysis complete. Results match revised projections. At this rate of improvement, you will fail to qualify as subject of note. Midgardsormr, your parameters are notably inferior. Dost thou believe that the mighty worm I was in life? That incarnation perished long ago. My fate was sealed the moment I delivered my spawn unto this far-flung star. That they might be suffered to remain, I did offer up my life unto Hydaelyn, abiding thenceforth in a spectral form, a servant to her summoned in her hour of need. Your account correlates with my records. It explains why I arrived on this planet only to find that my journey's purpose was lost. Of necessity, my priority shifted to repairs, even as I searched for the new target of sufficient strength. Yet I still don't understand why you aid these creatures. I should think the reason plain, but mayhap it is 'tis not so for a soulless machine such as thee. By thee and thine was thy home laid for waste. The sound of thee, thy very scent, visiteth upon me a tempest of rage, but I lend these mortals what little aid I can render. Illogical. If your purpose is to facilitate my destruction, it would require an entity more powerful than you were at your prime. Without the means to muster such might, your presence here is meaningless. The experiment continues. Alpha Group, your next opponent awaits you within the Sigmascape. Enter and commence at the contest. Alright, well, there be Kefka, pretty much, in his little face, his little clown mask face thing. Alright, let's see what Sid has to say. That should do it. Our new base of operations is up and running. Now, what I'd really like to do is delve a little deeper into Omega's past, but as our dragon seems disinclined to indulge my curiosity, we'd best focus on the task at hand. Let's get on with the conquering of the occupants in this Sigmascape, shall we? Alright. Got our Sigma grind set or whatever, right? And wasn't that a thing? Before you cross the threshold, we should take a moment to discuss where we stand. That is the test world you need to conquer, the Sigmascape. Is that a mask or a face? The castle was certainly a surprise, but this is verging on disturbing. And we currently have no idea what it might signify. My first instinct is to dive straight into our analysis. The problem being that without a reference point from within the Sigmascape to start from, we'll have no way of knowing if we've been analyzing the correct data, which means you'll just have to go in blind. Hardly the best way to enter a fight, but needs must be all in that. Are you up for a challenge? Baby, I was born ready. Can I ask you to join him, Alpha? We seem fine out there, but Tiberius will need your authorization if he's to do battle inside the test world. Queh. Keep your wits about you, Savior. Your next opponent could be almost anything. Alright. Let's go get queued up here. Queh. Here's where you're going to proceed. We're ready to go. Sigmascape 1.0. Alright, now we play the waiting game. 28 minutes, good lord. Alright, let's let me get my book, hang on. So there is a section on the Sigmascape. I omitted it in the last time we were talking about it because, well, we weren't there yet. Alright. I think it's just that page, right? I mean, there's another section of pages, but I'm going to save that for the AlphaScape because I'm not sure. I don't think that's the thing. So we're just going to read the Sigmascape section. The Sigmascape. Against the odds, the Warrior of Light and his comrades emerged triumphant from the Deltascape, a result that Omega had deemed unexpected and yet desired. For by their victories they presented an anomaly the weapons sought to understand: heroes. History shows numerous instances of otherwise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, and by studying this phenomenon, it aimed to acquire valuable data for its evolution. The outcome also supported Omega's observation that certain beings may unleash hidden potential when subjected to stress, and to put this hypothesis to the proof, it attacked and grievously wounded two members of the party, Biggs and Wedge. At this point, it became clear Omega would stop at nothing. I know this is kind of just recovering everything, but you know. Would even instigate a massacre with the utter indifference to order and advance his experiment. Keenly aware of the heightened stakes, the heroes ventured into the next test world, the Sigmascape. Alas, though they secured victory once more, Omega's fiendish test exacted a heavy toll. Nero too will be wounded in yet another of its ploys, and the others were forced to continue shorn of his analysis and wander contrivances. And to compound matters, Midgardsormr would spend his strength protecting the Warrior of Light and subsequently fade into slumber. The true struggle was only just the beginning. And then it says, depicted is the craven image of the subject Sigma 4, a jester and mage named Kefka, which is the mask. According to Nero's information, Kefka rose to godhood and ruled over a world he had plunged into ruin. So that's where we are on that, and then we'll do it. And then I will save the last page of this section for when we get to the Alphascape, which is after this. So with that, I'll see you when it pops. Alright, that was better than it could have been. 20 minutes or so. This guy Swagger ran up, and then it just popped right after that. So it's the equivalent of me having a tank in my party, obviously. This man jumps around like a madman. Come on, baby. Come on, last DPS. Pay attention. You probably went to the bathroom. What are you going to the bathroom when you're on the job? Everyone knows you can't do that. Come on. He's not gonna do it. I mean, he's got a little bit, but, well... Alright. Great. Ah! Yes, I was hoping. I was hoping because he was here that it would be okay. Yes! Yes! Alright, let's see who our first fight is. Full party. Oh, it's the train? Dude. I know they talked about us fighting trains before. I completely forgot where that train was. Is this fighting the train? The ghost train? Alright. Autistics rise up. We need it for DPS uptime. Have you located the correct data? Your opponent appears to be a train? Here it comes. Yeah, it is a little weird that they're like, alright, we need to figure some stuff out. That man has got like a fedora and a suit, and he's a dancer. That's a choice, I guess. Alright, let's do the thing, I guess. We got dancer, couple dragoons. I want to do that. I don't know. I have no idea what I was supposed to do there, but we didn't get burned alive, so that's what really counts. Oh no, stack up. You know, it's not the same when it doesn't have a giant face on it, you know what I mean? And like a small pint-sized man yelling at you. I did enjoy the more recent, that was one of the Dawn Trail things I enjoyed. I enjoyed the fight in Dawn Trail for that. Oh no, okay. Oh, that could have worked. Oh no. Shield Samba. I don't recognize that one. like a dancer thing that gives you a shield. That's new on me, man. You don't have to sit once you drop the markers. It's safe to come up. Okay. Well, the more you know. Oh no. Oh lord. I don't know what we're supposed to do, but that just seems like a good idea. I feel like the entire place got to get nuked. I don't want to be there. Doom chimney. Oh, he didn't like that, huh? Let's go over here. You guys can deal with that. It's awfully foggy. I knew Trid Swagger was going to be in here. Alright, well. I thought, oh, did I not want to do that? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Hug a ghost to live. I did. I did not do so fast enough. You guys all saw it. I was getting hugged. I was doing... You kept the floor warm for us. How dare you? See if we can really dump some damage here. I really should have noticed, though, that everyone was hugging the ghost. I was kind of zoning out. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, we're gonna LB? Okay. Well, I sure hope that... I guess that counts. That's good. %, parried. Oh no, it's raining. Well, I'm gonna stand like right here. I think this is a good spot as any. Seems everyone else was on board with that plan. Alright. Definitely an obscure, the power of the weird train. The other enemies couldn't kill the train. Just a personal thing, like a personal gripe, if I may. It's super... I just don't understand the appeal, frankly. I'm gonna give it to that guy, because he was there, and he's the reason. Alright. I'm gonna leave it so I don't get stuck with all the garbage. I know. Oh, we're still on the train. We're still on the train! You die on the train, you die in real life. What? Travel from afar, thank you for Doma. What? What? One, they don't look like Dolmens. Two, what? I am so confused. I mean, yeah, we liberated Doma, I guess. Thank you for Doma. Like, they don't look like Dolmens traditionally. Dolmens all seem to have black hair, but whatever. With Trid Swagger here, we might get a chance. Thank the gods you for fast on your feet. When I first saw you were facing a train of all things, I assumed I was hallucinating. But with that oddness behind us, we can finally certain the right set of the data of the Sigmascape. From what we've been able to determine, this is a recreation of a devastated world. Unfortunately, we have not found any clues to its origin. We came across several familiar terms, Doma included, but the arc of history is inconsistent with our own, given that Omega draws from realms which could be fictional or even otherwise dimensional, or other dimensional. We can only have guessed that the source upon which the Sigmascape is based, but if it is fictional, it seems safe to assume that the author had a bad experience with a train. I mean, yeah, that's fair. An odd one, but yeah. I expect you're still recovering from your last fight, but we should probably go over the details of your next opponent all the same. According to our research, you'll be pitted against a foe known as Chardanuk? Not a train this time, but some manner of animated painting. Seems vaguely familiar. To be perfectly clear, the name refers to a more evil spirit that's taken up residence within the picture, but the picture part will be key to the strategy. To that end, Nero has thrown together a little something I thought might be useful. Is it turpentine? It's turpentine, I'm totally fine with that. Just like a bottle of turpentine. Thrown together, he says, do you know how difficult it was to translate your abstract fancy into an actual tool with practical applications? What you demanded was nothing less than a miracle, and a miracle I have delivered. I seem to recall you insisting on constructing it yourself. Still, credit where credit's due. Well done. He looks so miffed. History will appreciate my genius. I present you with the fruits of my labor, the chocobo brush. I won't confuse you by trying to explain how it works, but suffice it to say I have adapted the tool to combat the peculiar nature of your rival. But simply put, you will be able to directly influence the space around you by painting pictures. Naturally, this process will require paint. As for the color, subject, and efficacy of your masterpiece as well, that shall depend entirely upon your own artistic sense. Now, back to you, Garland. Do you notice the absence of a steaming cup in my hand? If you truly value the efforts of your colleagues, you might consider filling the bloody kettle from time to time. Or is that another task your lordship, the chief, can't accomplish without the help of his subordinates? Now listen here, Nero. I apologize for the damn kettle, but it has nothing to do with my upbringing. And they're fighting again. I'm with Alpha, dude. Let's just leave. Let's just go. Yeah, for real, que. I'm with you, dude. Que. I know about a thing or two about things being que, and this is definitely not que. Next to the kettle is one of Alpha's cards. Alright. Que. Alright. Let's do it. Alpha Sigmascape 2.0. The Mark 14 Boilermaster. Interesting. I don't know what the hell the point of that is, but... Alright. Alright, 30 minutes it says. But Triz Swagger is here, so I guess we'll see if we can get that to pop faster, because he's also waiting for it. We'll have a nice sit, and I'll see you guys when it pops. Things are looking up, man. That was like 18 minutes, and it projected 30. I think that guy, that tank, and I bet he'll be here this time. He's my hero. He's my Bishi. He's my hero. Oh, what a splendid atelier. Look at you, hero. Plenty of things which to dip that brush. Double scholar. Oh, I don't remember this at all. Yeah. Easy one? Okay. Oh, he's not here. Oh, crazy. I remember there's paintings. I remember you have to do a certain thing. I just don't remember what they do or why. Well, let's fight the misty lady who's not wearing pants, apparently. I know they're different things, I just don't know what to do. So you got that one, I got river. I'm just gonna just watch what everyone else does and hope I'm paying attention enough to actually do the thing. Okay, possession. So what do? What do? I hope I did it right. I did! Okay, so the fire, the river is like the counter of the fire. Demon shard enough. Alright. So just like line up the painting we need? Or do you have to take a specific one? I mean, one would think. I'm just gonna go with whatever it seems like it's be. I'm flying. Alright, so yeah, this is beyond simple. It's like, unless he starts shuffling, you know. Oh, I gotta get off the mount. I'm like, wait, what? Unless he starts like shuffling up what he's doing, should be in good shape. You know, the Pictomancer should be able to just like handle this, you know, well, handle it, I guess. I would do a Doton, but I don't think it would actually matter. Alright, one could assume. One could assume. Are we doing this one? I'm just gonna hide behind this rock. Seems like a good idea. Weird is this circle is usually like not filled in, but it's filled in for some reason. I find it a little strange. Oh. Well, so far so good. This is actually like stupidly simple. It's unique though. I'll give it that. I guess we only got one. That could have been worse. Oh no. Sure he's not actually gonna stay there much longer, but yeah, my timing on that Doton was pretty awful. Let's not make any mistakes. Oh, he's doing doubles. Going into two paintings at the same time? Okay, okay. Dropped the Doton earlier this time. Honestly, we could have just LB'd them, it'll be fine. Alright, 2 down, 2 to go. That guy needs a jaw, dude. He has no lower jaw. It's a real shame. Oh no, they did it to me again. They did it to me again. No. They dumped all their garbage on me by all opening the box and then all leaving. There's Triz Swagger. He just got done with his too, looks like. Welcome back, Tiberius. I was on the edge of my stool watching you attempt to paint whilst fighting, but you soon seemed to get the hang of it. I'm glad your makeshift solution worked as intended. Our makeshift solution worked as intended because I made it work. Painting is easy, as is intending. I feel I should remind you, however, that the brush was very specifically designed with that arena and foe in mind. Against aught else, it will prevail you precisely as well as any other brush. Oh no. One moment. It's I. This is Garland. That's great news, and what... Oh, they did they? Understood. We'll meet them out there. That was Jesse. Apparently Biggs and Wedge consider themselves well enough to pay us a visit. They're on their way to the yawn. Fancy a brief jaunt to the surface? No. Not at all. No, thank you. I have data to analyze. Fine, just the 3 of us then. Hello, pajama people. Chief, Tiberius. Alpha 2, we didn't mean to drag you all away from your work. Nonsense. After all you've been through, how could we not come running? Speaking of which, should you even be walking? The Chires will probably want to have words with us later, but we couldn't just lie back and let you brave the rift on your own. Do you even have enough hands to do that much work? Who's taking care of all the little jobs? Ah, yes, the little jobs. It does seem that you two have spoiled me. I only recently learned that the kettle does not in fact fill itself. But we're muddling along somehow. Tiberius has been a pillar of strength, as always. Alpha has proven to be a stalwart companion. And Nero? Nero has been invaluable and insufferable in equal measure. As for the test subjects themselves, they're certainly formidable, but Omega's experiment hasn't broken us yet. So go home, heal, and don't come back until you fully recover. It's good to hear everything's going well, but you can call us the moment anything goes wrong. We'll be here in a wink, and even if you have to crawl. Listen to me, Alpha. The uniform you're wearing makes you an official employee of Garland Ironworks. That means you can call on us whenever you're in trouble, and that we can call on you. It means you're not alone. Biggs and I have to go away for a while, so you look out for Tiberius and the Chief for us, alright? Que. It's always que with you. Oh, the last time you said que, I was totally on board. Oh, and before we forget, we brought you something to put a spring in your step. You can't fight Omega's creations on field rations alone. I mean, we could. Back inside we go. Now, what have we... this next one seems strong, but exhibits no other notable traits. How dull. The true challenge in this 4th opponent, but if we can find the patterns hidden in the chaos, then knowledge and reason will prevail. For even the most random actions are products of underlying logic. One has but to isolate the behavioral triggers. Blah. Tastes like salt water. Why would... I need to take a closer look at that card. This must be where... I'm wondering if this is where he gets injured. Like it was talking about in the Encyclopedia Eorzea.
Alpha Group shows signs of recovering from recent trauma, initiating action to maintain desirable stress levels. He's not retarded, so... But maybe he's slightly retarded, I don't know. Alpha and the Chief are already gone back, and so don't let us keep you. Our colleague over there should be glad to help you make the descent as soon as you're ready. This dreadful experiment may have a way to go yet, but if you want to keep it at one battle at a time, you're fighting Omega before you. I mean, it will all be over before you know it. Hello, Ironworks Hand. Can I lower you the rift, sir? I may not be much use in battle, but I can at least do this small service. Yes. Nothing like being absolutely brain dead. Oh wait, let's talk to Nero, whoops. Ah, back are you? Well, we should return to the task at hand. Is everything alright, Nero? You look a bit green around the gills. The kettle was full of salt water, not the best stuff to brew coffee with, as it turns out. Really? Well, it wasn't my doing. Of course not. That would involve you filling it. Ugh, the water came from Alpha, created by one of those cards of his. It was very thoughtful of him to make the effort, but next time I prefer a beverage that didn't leave me feeling ill. In any case, you can help handle support of this third battle on your own. I want to begin preparations for the fourth. Fair enough. Right, Tiberius. Your next opponent is simply known as the Guardian. Unlike that ordeal with Chardnuk, this battle promises to be relatively straightforward. Courage and steel should be enough to win the day. Alright. Alpha. Quack. Let's do it. How much quay is enough quay? It's never enough quay. That's the secret. 27 minutes? Not even a problem at all. I'll see you when it pops. You don't think it'd be that way, but it do. So, if you can't tell by the timestamp on the top, it is definitely not the same day. It is actually 7 p.m. I'm working on projects with my wife while I sit in queue, because queues have been so long. That is neither here nor there. That's not why we're here. We are here to do this. The Sigmascape 3.0. Right, well, oh, okay, I remember this vaguely. The Guardian transitioned between the host of different combat programs. Try to keep the track of which... I missed it. Give me the power of sight beyond sight, Delta. Oh, she got the fancy sword. The ultimate sword. I respect it. Sam, that's pretty sick. I like it. Alright, let's beat this dude up. Oh, I thought it was pointed toward me. It was not. Hit true north so I don't actually fumble this that hard. Oh, tell me he can't be hit now. Oh no, he can be, okay. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Alright. Well, that hurt a little bit. Not that much, but enough. Hit him with all the fancy jutsus, we guess there. If I can hit him from here. I can. Ultros. Get out of here, Ultros. Friggin' Ultros coming in here. Fun fact, I don't know if I mentioned this at one point. My first server in this game was Ultros. That was where I spent my early days in this game.
I had no idea that it was named after a purple squid monster. I just thought, like, Ultima, Ultros, yeah. That sounds cool. Completely oblivious and, you know, ignorant of the fact that that's what it was. Oh. Ow. That's gonna last a little bit, isn't it? I hear that samurai dropping the oh no. Well, I'll just stand right here since I'm already here. That could have been worse. I'm 99% sure that guy is based off of, what's his name from Crystal Tower? Zandy. I mean, that is, like, to me, straight up the Zandy model. But we've already fought Zandy like 4 times, so how many times can you fight an undead king guy, realistically? Alright, well, you know what? I probably ought to kill that guy. Or else I'm not paying attention to the fact that I was like, oh, that's an ad. Spoiler, that was an ad. You should do something with the ad. Ow! Well, paid for that one, I guess. Actually, we all paid for that, except for, like, one guy. Props to that guy for not doing that. Oh, that was the wrong one. Yeah, we'll hit him with Doton. He'll be fine. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that. There's missiles. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Almost dead and there's missiles everywhere. Healer. Healer, help me. I will, thank you. Okay. A little slow on the uptake there, healer. It's gonna scare me to death. Oh, man. I don't remember how to do that. Okay, so that one's got like a timer on it. Well, I'm gonna assume I just got 4 stacks of vulnerability up, and the tank is dead. So I'm sure this is not a big deal. Why do I feel like we just stumbled into a movie we didn't understand? Alright, hang on. You have to have enough people. Oh wait, no, that's right. The chain is the thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you silly goobs. Why, all of you can't teleport across the map like I can? That's a shame. Alright, let's hit him with some fireballs. How about that? Oh, no problem. That guy, that is literally a boss from a dungeon, like, in ARR, the Bibliotask. So, you know, super not a big deal that there's just a boss there that was, you know, the boss within a boss. Alright, it's okay. We're fine. It's not the end of the world, I promise. Do some poisons. Here, let's see if we can't help. Oh man. Oh man. Making me work for this, try not to die. See, this is where my ignorance gets us killed, because I'm not paying, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just like, bad guy is here, must kill bad guy, I am dead. Oh, healer. Oh, healer. I mean, you could drop the LB, but I don't think it's not level 3. I think that's a wipe there. Jim Jams. Yeah. Oh, you res the healer. That's. Yeah, no, I don't think it pans ascend. Yeah, no, I don't think it's happening. That's a darn shame. That's a darn shame. You know what I mean? LeMayo. We'll throw the giant smiley face on it. Why not? Man in the hat does not cower in the face of defeat. It was just the wrong timeline. That's all there is to it. I'm sure my wife's going crazy, just waiting for me to help her, and I'm like, yeah, just let me finish this fight real quick. No big deal. Super easy, barely an inconvenience, as I've said before. But alas, that was not how it was going to go today. I don't know if there's something I'm supposed to do to dodge that, but it is not happening for me. don't think those are technically alive, so I cannot kill them. But it's definitely something I don't want to be next to. Yeah, let's fight Ultros instead. That sounds like a better idea. They're floating, shooting machine guns down at everybody. Oh. I was gonna drop Shapeshift. There we go. Well, that was convenient. I didn't think that Shapeshift was gonna be worth anything. Spoiler, it was. Yeah, there's all the stuff that just shows up on the screen, and running Air Force combat program. Alright. Alright, this is the missiles. This time I'm actually paying attention, though. That's good, right? Good when you actually pay attention. Alright, so the missile coming this way. We'll just kind of stand off the side here. Hopefully I don't get hit by that. I would prefer not to get hit by it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we missed too many checks on that last one. That was a rough go. Who's dead? Oh, the summoner's dead. I can see his dead body just laying over there on the ground. Let's throw some stuff at him. Oh no, I got a targeting thing on me. I don't know what that means. Oh, I ate that. I deserve that. I didn't see him charging up the laser on me. Alright, so we still got two of them. I don't understand how we're messing up. Oh, get over here, rescue ant. Uh-huh. Well, you know, I thought we had a whole group running. I don't understand why we suddenly stopped running. I was like, alright, well, we already got 3 or 4 people running that way. There's no sense in me going over there. So I went across. And then everyone just stopped paying attention, apparently. And that, you know, I'll accept it. I'll take the L on that. But, son, I am disappointed. Okay, we're gonna drop the fattest fireballs you've ever seen right now. It'll be just fine. We got some toad magic in here. Can't do much better than the toad magic. That's for sure. I will pretend to be the best I've ever been, and then it'll be all right. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Wife pounding on stuff in the background. Could be worse. We just have to kill this guy in record time. That's all there is to it. No big deal. Oh no. Shade shift. Haha. Shade shift. I like shade shift every time. Come on. Come on, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. There we go. Spam it hard enough. Yeah, somebody LB this nerd. Very close. Very close. Let's do this thing. I'm sure that'll do it. I'm out of jutsus. There we go. Rock and roll. Okay. Oh wait, no, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I got a player comm, that guy. Get out. Yes, okay. I don't want all the garbage, no thanks. Alright. Ooh, okay. Let's talk to Sid and get the next one. Congratulations, old friend. Judging by your lack of smoking holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams. And that's what... I'm gonna hand it. Okay. We're just gonna pretend that it's gonna be just fine, no problem. Congratulations, old friend. Judging by the lack of smoking holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams, and this is what passes for a straightforward battle in here. Phantom trains, possessing pictures, and now this Magitech-like machine. Assuming it was real, the realm of Sigmascape has based on what must have been highly advanced in both arcane and mechanical arts. 'Tis truly a pity we cannot identify the test world's origin. Imagine how much we might have learned from such a civilization had we encountered it under different circumstances. But now is not the time for such idle thoughts. The next battle will be last for this world, and Nero should be the strategy to share with us by now. Oh, there you go. Alright. Alright, I get it. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so, sorry about an interference there. I'm gonna tell you guys a little background story, okay? So, here's the story. So, my wife comes to me today. As you can see, it's more late in the night now. My wife comes to me and she goes, "Hey, I want to work on repairing the cat scratching tree thing." I go, "Sure, no problem." Long story short, I'm like, I'm gonna start recording while I'm downstairs, and then I'll pop over there. We'll do my dungeon or my raid real quick, and then when I'm done, when I'm back in the queue, we'll resume. We'll make everything until it's done. No problem. What she didn't seem to pull out of that though is I thought like, while I'm recording, like maybe just like we're just not gonna make like a lot of noise, but instead she's like hammering on the cat tree and using the staple gun and stuff. And I don't know if the mic picked up any of that, but the mic in my ears definitely did. And so it was like someone might have been shooting guns right outside my door. I was like, what is going on? And then the neighbor started doing lawn mowing and the whole thing. So I got distracted. It was a whole thing. So can't promise anything for that last part then toward the end there, but that's neither here nor there. Let's resume where we were. Nero. Alright. Let's see what Nero has to say. That's usually why I just do things late at night, because it's just quieter in the house. Less chaos, such and such. This is it. The final battle to conquer this Sigmascape. He do be looking kind of purple in the face, don't he? We've got to put together a profile of your next opponent. You've encountered some fantastical foes in here, but this time you'll have the novel experience of fighting an actual person. His name is Kefka, and he's a jester. According to the data, his preferred method of fooling didn't just bring down the house, but the whole world. Apparently he found comedy in the tragedies of others, and condemned countless thousands to death for his own amusement. That a jester should bring such misery. 'Tis almost amusing. Nevertheless, we must treat this villain with all seriousness. His ride to godhood and subsequent rule over Shattered World is clearly documented in the records. Kefka is a formidable mage and a cunning one besides. Your tactics must account for both his power and his trickery. I remember this fight actually being pretty cool, because you gotta like look at the thing in the background and like watch for it and then do the according thing, so... You've been working on a solution, yes? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Have you ever known me to do anything by halves? The jester's face paint is a mask of his intent. If you only watch the surface, you'll be fighting at a disadvantage. To put it bluntly, Kefka will seek to deceive you, even as predict his actions and adjust his position. His true attack will reveal the feint of what it was. This is where things become interesting. I have tuned this monitor to allow me to observe the Sigmascape with greatly enhanced clarity. If I observe a discrepancy between Kefka's behavior and the impending attack, I will endeavor to warn you. The timing will be critical, of course. How confident are you of this strategy? I predict a 50% chance of success. Any delay, however, slight in reacting to his feints will render my warnings all but powerless, or pointless. Isn't it exciting? There is no safe way to predict this, hero. You must test your tactics on the field of battle. That's right, do the hand punch, that's right. That's what we do around here, we do the hand punch. I'm afraid he's right. I'll lend you all the support I can from this side. Make what preparations you need and head into the Sigmascape. We can't let the gesture have the last laugh. Come on, Alpha. Embrace your destruction is the fate of all things. But people can always rebuild, new lives always be born. A fragmented conversation that accompanied Kefka's data. His was the first line, but there was no mention of who uttered the reply. You admire this villain. In a life, there is always hope. I don't know. I guess I'll say that. I don't know if he admires the villain, but how predictably forthright of you. I'm sure the hero, much like yourself, who gave the original response. Go on, champion. I'm tired of waiting for the fun to begin. He knows what's up. He knows some shenanigans is afoot. But it doesn't matter. Alright. Alf, let me in quick way. Let's get Sigmascape 4.0. And now we play the waiting game. Although Kefka I think is more popular, so you might still be able to get in there at a reasonable time. More than 30 minutes. Alright. I don't think my book has anything on Kefka, because he's not like a front-running thing. But, you know, I'll see you when it pops, regardless. Boy, that was a cue, boy. So it was an hour on my original data center. Then I transferred a little over an hour. Then I transferred over to Ultros, and I waited another like 22 minutes. So at least we're finally here. Sigmascape 4.0. It only took an hour, 20 minutes and some change, and switching between data centers. I wield the greatest power in existence. You may as well put the dirt on my bottom of the boots. I will destroy everything, and I will create a monument to your non-existence. There you go. I've been sitting in here so long, I was starting to think, like, maybe it's just not gonna happen. I might have to keep myself transferred to another data center to finish the series. I don't know if these raids are just really unpopular compared to Alexander, or if Alexander's more accessible, or what, but... oh boy. I know DPS queues can be rough, but like, come on, man. Alright, let's do it. Alright guys, let's see, we got Machinist, Summoner, Reaper, Sage, White Mage, Dark Knight, Warrior, and myself. Alright, let's do that. Now, one thing about this is, I think, we want to stay in here. There's some where he does a little question marky thing. That's when stuff gets serious. Oh lord. Okay. Alright, that worked out better than I could have. I'm not falling for that one. They warned me about you. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. Yeah, so the statue in the background will like tell you stuff about the fight. Of course I can't like see it really. That's right. I didn't even see that over there. Just watch what they're doing. Tesco ain't playing. Oh, we're doing a stack. Oh, hell. That's that Nick fight. Okay, so he's gonna go over here. Come on, baby. Oh, that was close. I'm remembering certain things about this fight that I otherwise would not have remembered. Wait, do we want to stay? No, that's not a question mark E1. That's not a question mark E1. Oh no, it was too close! Oh, I thought I was far enough in. I fumbled that. Me and the white mage. Res the white mage first, of course. That was nice of them to revive me. I kind of like the music in this fight, though. I don't know if it was what it was like in the old one. Oh, crap. Okay, so I notice the colors in the background. I can't actually remember. Okay, so it's going to do on the side. Alright. There's like purple, there's yellow, and I think there's a third one, too. Oh no, I don't remember. I'm just gonna follow everyone else. Oh yeah. Is it me again? It's me. Alright. Oh, okay, oh, summoner went off the edge too. I feel a little better now. It's not just me. I'm just like being so sloppy with my rotation. Oh no, no, we gotta go over here. Come on. I keep thinking that move's supposed to knock me off. I am thankful that it is in fact not doing that. Oh no. Okay, giant fancy statue. You shouldn't be looking. Are you looking? You looking? You shouldn't be looking. Oh, we gotta like look away? Did I get that? I got an invulnerability up. I thought I was looking in the right spot. I was looking away from the statue. I thought I was doing it right. This guy is serious business, dude. I'm thinking it's comical that like the final boss basically of this has just been like queue times. Queue times are harder. Alright, let's go. And I got an achievement for that? Let's go. I lost? How can I lose? I just can't believe it. That is a tall blue woman right there. Oh no, the statue. Sigmascape completo. Alright, anybody left? Player comms? Absolutely, summoner can stay. I got a player comm? Let's go. Alright, see what's up next. That's it, isn't it? He's won. This contest has been decided. Alpha Group is victorious. The Sigmascape test will now be erased. Come on, we should go and find Tiberius. Oh, he just fell over. His shades popped off. Nero? Talk to me, man. Are you hurt? You're looking a little green out blue around the gills there, buddy. You could say that. I had a visitor while you were attending your little Ioworks reunion. Omega. Damn it. We never should have left you alone. Not that I know what happened to Biggs and Wedge. As if I would trail along behind you, like some sniveling lapdog. No, I chose to remain, and behold the results. This was my victory. It was my ingenuity that defeated these foes. Even your precious warrior of light was just another variable in my grand experiments. Nero, save your strength. I'll fetch Tiberius and Alpha, and then we can get out of here. You know, considering what happened in World of Darkness, and how he almost died there too, you think he'd stop? He, like, wants to pretend he's, like, not, like, a cool guy. He's definitely a twat, for sure, but, like, come on. Garland. The next round is yours. But you can't keep holding back. It's time to unfetter that brilliant mind of yours, to do what must be done. And I'm not just talking about what becomes of Omega. You cannot preach freedom through technology and keep yourself locked up in chains. Que? I hear a que. Another battle won. Thy might knoweth no bounds, child of man. Sigmascape has been terminated. Congratulations, Alpha Group. Congratulations, Tiberius Fox. Consistent with previous performances, you have once more defeated a foe of vastly superior combat capabilities. I have constructed a theory to explain this phenomenon. In order to conserve life energy, you subconsciously limit your output during standard activity. I have taken this factor into account when calculating your potential, but judging by the wild fluctuation in values, it is possible your limits are exceeded by unpredictably high degree when engaged in battle. Current data unreliable. Accuracy of further experiments may be compromised. Recalculations necessary. You will exhibit your full potential unrestricted by self-imposed limits. Prediction. Placing subject in mortal peril will facilitate the collection of desired data. You gonna try and kill me? Done put me in a gem like I'm Princess Zelda. At least it looks like one. They're gonna go put me in Ganon's castle or something. Reveal your power. Let me measure the extent of your existence. In precisely 180 seconds, I will terminate your life. You are to attempt to escape with every last reserve of your strength you possess. Oh, fancy frog card. I play the frog reverse card. What? Trying to break out with a frog ability? Alpha, your participation is unnecessary. Do not interfere. Curious. 'Twould seem the circumstances of thy birth taint not the purity of thy life. The seed which all mortals nurture is found within thee too, Alpha. As for thee, Omega, after passing eons, it is truly the extent of thine evolution. I have glimpsed the core of thy very wretched existence, and judge thy guidance here is no longer needed. Is dip? Oh wait, did he turn himself into the giant dragon form thing? Sick. Man, Midgard's form is clutch. Even I cannot fully bend the rules which govern this place. I have reached beyond my strength at the last. So be it. Such a death becometh thee not. Let's go. That music's so cool. Dragging back in that Heaven's Ward sweet themes. To slumber shall I betake me for a time. The incantation I leave with you, thee will be in mind and form, but not in spirit. Midgard Sorma, your actions are incomprehensible. Heed me, empty vessel. Thine all too clumsy effort to draw out that which mine own admission defieth thine understanding is very height of folly. Temper thy desire, trust to the results of thine experiments, and when thou hast witnessed these mortals of the fullness of their glory, then mayest thou determine if the prize thou seek is mine for the taking. Oh, that's a cool little effect there. Acknowledged. Attempt to artificially elicit potential has failed. Tend to your injuries, Alpha Group, and prepare for the next round of testing. Alright. Aw, poor little Chocobo man, he tried so hard. You're just not a giant dragon, you know what I mean? Tiberius, Alpha, I need your help. It's Nero, he's... Twould seem we all have his tale to share. But not here. Come on, we're leaving. Alright. Speak my hand. Sir, the chief has already departed Regulus Reach. A few of our people were on hand to help him transport Nero. Oh, and I was told to tell you that Jesse expects a full report as soon as it's convenient. And by that I generally mean now. Okay. Back to Regulus Reach then. Yeah, no. I think for the rest of this particular... I think for Raid series in particular, I need to go to like super high population servers. Because I think Halicarnassus and the Dynamis server is just too low populated for these. Maybe Alexander wasn't too bad because of that, but like this one, it's just been an absolute nightmare as far as like queue times go. I know people go out there and be like, "Oh, I had a queue for 2.5 hours." That's not good. No one wants to sit around for 2.5 hours. I watch so much YouTube, I could be sick of it. So,
Tiberius, I was told you made it out with a hole, but nothing beats seeing you with my own 2 eyes. In case you're wondering, Nero is taken straight to the infirmary. The chief should be back soon with news if you don't mind waiting.
good. I mean, I don't really know what news you can tell me, but...
Chief, how is he?
Not good. It seems one of Omega's nastier minions paid him a visit in our absence. He's putting on a brave face, but for having seen his injuries, I'm surprised he kept going for as long as he did. The Chirurgeons confined him to bed. Even should Omega extend its next invitation, Nero won't be coming with us. Midgard Sormer is taking a lengthy nap now, isn't he? And it won't be long before our base camp is aloft to the Rift again.
When the time comes, I'll join the expedition myself. The challenges will only get harder, and you'll need someone reliable at your back.
I appreciate the offer, the offer, Jesse, and I may yet take you up on it when the time comes. But let's not make any decisions just yet. I have a lot of thinking to do about what's happened and what lies ahead.
Quay.
It's a sad Quay.
The poor thing. He seems worried.
Thank you for trying to save me. I'm gonna say that. He did. He put in the work. Quay? Upbeat Quay. Let's go. Well, that got a smile out of him. We may not understand what he says, but I think we can understand how he feels. Right. Much as I'd like to stay and chat, we'll have to work to do. Sooner or later, we're going to have to face Omega itself, and we've all seen what it's capable of. We'll need to be stronger. We need to be ready when Omega calls for us again. Let's make sure we are. Alright, well, Sigmascape's been a bit of a rocky one in terms of like some of the other stuff's going on, but overall, we're making good progress. And then we'll, once we get the next section done, next episode we'll finish up the Omega raids, and then the next episode after that we'll return on our regularly scheduled program where we continue on in the post-Stormblood story. So, with that, until next time.